Hello.
There we go. Maybe. Yay! There we go. Welcome to Legendary Tales, everybody. It's been officially 35 days since we played last. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope Americans are staying safe, but not for the reason that you think I'm talking about. Or it could be the one that you're talking about. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons that Americans need to stay safe right now. Yeah. What happened last time?
All right, I will tell you what happened last time. This is I have a notebook.
What?
Last time.
Awesome.
What?
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
I was just saying, woo!
Yeah. Because last time, we started off in Myriad. We had some harbor papers. That we had because the harbor we accidentally burned the harbor master's office down and stole some papers that we were hoping that they were going to be worth something. So we looked for a tavern, got some kind of private room, checked the papers. It was blank. We decided that we didn't want to leave a trace. We burned the papers and went to find a ship to Strife because we still want to go to Strife because that's where we want to go because we have things that will allow the desert uninhabitable land to be habitable. And so we want to fix the world basically on our way to Strife. We are in not a steelwork ship this time when we are going over towards Strife. It is a Chaos Star that is on there, the Navigators Union. A very fancy ship. We are trying to also, while on the ship, make a plan, or rather, Dovron and Rom Valor are trying to make a plan on how to kill Rom Valor. And with kill, it's like kill off the person. And Rom Valor doesn't want Rom Valor to live anymore. He wants to continue on as a different person. Ship's very nice. Everybody got their own room, their own bathroom. And we also are making plans. I don't know why, but we were making plans on putting a drug called Squeeze in our wine to make people more addicted to our wine. I don't know. That's something we were doing. Also, Rom and Akshun are now under the same boat. They both want loads of money, and so they were looking for people to rob. They singled out a tall, rich human. It was Artine Wainsbury. He has money from the cotton industry, and they were not doing anything in the end with him. They were gonna, or rather, Akshun was gonna follow him to his room, see if he could break in there. But Rom Valor wants to see if maybe they could go into business later on. I found a rhino and giant scorpions.
Yeah.
Great. We're looking out from the observation deck. So with Rom and Akshun not robbing the cotton industry man, they were looking for a different target, and they found a high elf older lady, and they were trying to pickpocket her. At the same time, Dover and someone else on the ship is looking for evil people, and I don't know why. But while he's looking for evil people, he bumps into a long, dark, trenchcoat person with a bird-like mask, which is the vulture, which he knows is part of the raptors. And he knows that they are bad news, so he's trying to follow them into a room where they want to attack people. And the fight breaks out, as fight breaks out sometimes. The raptors all want to go kill Rom, courtesy of Mr. Fox, according to them. Some onlookers get hurt. There's grenades. Shoshana, me, died. I already failed one saving throw. I'm also rezzed again. The raptors are then all of a sudden turning into, like, when they die, they drop this massive bomb, turning them into suicide bombers. Mind you, this is all still at the airship. So while the fight's going on, at some point the ship takes so much damage that it's starting to sink, as far as airship can sink. So everybody's running for the lifeboats. We end up making it onto the lifeboat as we see the rest of the ship sink. We are able to make it go the right direction with some fabrication of sorts. And yeah, we kind of land in the Scourclaw Mountains. We land close to a path, south, a little bit south of the ship crash. And we are high up. It is spring. It is slightly chilly. And Rumvalor has decided that this shipwreck will be also the cause of Rumvalor's death, because nobody in the lifeboat knows who's in, like, nobody knows that we all made it out alive. So for all anybody else knows, we died at that shipwreck, just like we know a lot of other people died in that shipwreck. But yeah, we have crashed. That's where we are. We're alive, but shaky. We have not been able to have a rest yet. And yeah, it was a bit of a crazy episode. Started off really tame, and then the ship died. So that's it.
A lot of people died, but only one important person died.
Speaking of which, first things first, Rumvalor, do you have one of your other people that you're going to be from now on, or are you switching to a new person?
No, I was going to switch to a new person at some point in time. I asked my party to point out somebody, and they pointed out a bald man with tattoos.
Okay. Do you have a name for this person yet?
No, not yet.
Let me know. Let me know when you figure it out, so I can change your overlays.
Oh, you'll know. That's something I'm gonna RP.
Okay. I was just curious. As a
can we assume that we took a long rest as well?
No.
I feel like
No.
after our
That's
break.
the whole point.
Nope.
We're
we
all
can't
like
rest?
about to die. We have no chance of changing our spells to survival things. We're just lost in the middle of nowhere. We have to find a place to rest.
First things first, I require all of you to make a survival check.
All right.
I can't actually get into Foundry. It says your browser does not currently support WebGL rendering. What does that even mean?
Let me know.
You might have to close it and start it up again.
All right.
Is
Maybe.
the world map in Legendary Tale Foundry?
Yeah, we should be on it right now.
I don't see it.
It's
Oh,
what the heck?
Sleece, what have you done?
You think I know anything about the uncultured wilds?
Survival check.
Let me.
I have
Can
this.
I drag you into this scene? Because we're on it right now. What the heck?
Like, I could log in, I could hear the background music, I could see the chat and you guys rolling shitty survival rolls.
Hey,
Or at least
hey.
these. But
Thank God we have a druid.
I don't actually have the world map. Or see the world map, rather.
I don't see the world map either.
I'm trying to pull.
Oh, something's loading.
I know. I'm trying to pull you into this one and then pull you into the other ones.
But I could roll survival. I'll show you guys how
I
survival.
don't see you on the list of people who are playing.
What I see is the
Okay.
vote map that you made.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can pull you to me.
I actually cannot roll survival, apparently. For whatever reason.
Is it loading yet, Sorshana, or?
Can't survive.
Well, yeah, and you have to realize that this map is almost 200 megabytes, so
Mhm.
it is huge. It took me forever.
Gimpy Joe makes a good point. It'd be pretty embarrassing if we couldn't survive. We're literally a party of animals.
That's true.
True.
That's a really good point.
But
It
we
makes
are,
sense that Sleece gets a bad roll.
That's true.
I thought so too. I thought it was a really on brand roll.
What do you call those animals that are too used to being like living in the zoo?
Domesticated.
Yeah, domesticated. We're domesticated animals, so
I was gonna say Kuoka. The Kuoka have no natural predators.
Oh
I can
god.
reload the game. I'll refresh.
It might be something that you might need to restart your browser and Control-Delete it as well. I don't know. Or try a different browser if you have more than one. I don't know. To be honest with you. Davron and Sorshana, you guys are sort of you've already witnessed the actual crash and exploded. The ship exploded in this huge plume of blue and white flame. It's currently resting on the side of the mountains directly north of where the road meets the mountains. So right here, hereabouts. And you guys have landed a bit farther in to the Scourclaw Mountains between the Blistered Knuckle? Yeah, Blistered Knuckle and Scoured Claw. You find yourself on a ridge at the very top of this incredibly dense and high elevation mountain range. Seemingly devoid of life, but there is an incredible amount of wind happening right now. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw unless you have advantage against cold or you are immune to cold damage.
Which I don't think any of us are, right?
I would say lizards
Alexander
are
was. I remember that.
No, lizards are cold-blooded. They get hit by it.
Oh, also heads up, what I forgot to tell everybody during the recap is that we were covered in napalm during the fight. So
Oh, yeah.
everybody had to take their clothes off before jumping into the lifeboat. So we're not only cold, we're also naked, or rather in our underclothes.
Why can't I find my Constitution? The hell?
They well, according to my my page, they moved it to like top, like across from next to your pictures. I don't know if yours is any of that.
Oh, yeah. Weird. Okay.
Which, by the way, I still
There's
can't
something
access.
What the heck
my-
is wrong with this character sheet? Hold on.
What
Are you
up?
looking at my character sheet or just
I'm
any
looking
character?
at Davron's character sheet. And I don't know what's... Did they change it? They changed the character sheet. Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I hate it, actually.
Devin, I still have the issue where I actually can't do anything. I can't roll. I can't. I tried logging back in. I'm now Googling what WebGL rendering is.
You might have to... you might
Let me
have-
try a different browser.
I was gonna say you might, if it doesn't work on a different browser, you might have to go into settings and enable hardware acceleration on your browser.
Action.
We'll figure out what Action is doing here in a minute. So Shana, you are super duper cold. You are freezing. I don't know if it's up to you
Well,
how that is manifested, but you are not doing well.
Well, I will produce a flame.
Okay, so you're
Cool.
just gonna hold it and sort of warm yourself up with it.
Wait, I'm seeing if this flame also does heat.
Yes, produce flame does do heat. It's just
Okay,
not,
great. Yes.
It's not
I
like
am
a roaring fire,
holding a
but it's
flame.
enough. It's enough for you. If it was like a radiant flame or something like that, where it was radiant damage, it would be different.
I'm warming myself up.
Davron's gonna look around for shelter. Perception.
Devin, I'm
is it
currently,
dark? Oh, sorry. Go for it.
Sorry, I'm currently rolling on D&D Beyond.
Okay.
I rolled an 18. I'll just be truthful and
For
report.
survival.
No,
for-
for Constitution saving throw.
Okay, do survival first, real quick.
Survival.
By the way, the overlay should be working real quick. Everybody, the overlay should be good to go.
Is it what time of day is it right now?
It's about midday.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna look around for shelter. Oh no.
7 for survival.
Rom will look around at his party members, lacking clothing. Look down on himself, also lacking clothing. Oh, Jesus. He'll use disguise self on himself to give himself clothes.
Ooh.
It doesn't
Much better.
actually give you clothes.
No, the appearance that I have clothes, though.
Oh, okay.
No sense dying without a little dignity.
Until it turns off when you're unconscious. As soon as you guys are looking around, you realize that not only are you in the middle of a mountain range, you are looking around, and there are an enormous amount of animal tracks directly underneath you. If you'd like to do a nature check to try and identify these.
I would like to do a nature check, but I would also like to roll at advantage considering I'm a druid and
I'll let you have that. I'll let you have that. Still poor.
No,
Not as good as it could have been.
it's not as good as it could have.
I'm gonna do a survival check to see if any of the ones animals would be dangerous to us. Is that reasonable?
That's
So
reasonable.
what is that, Sarshana?
Wow, what is that?
There are a load of tracks that the rear feet. Hey, Akshun's here.
Woohoo!
Nice.
The rear tracks have large padded feet but no claws, and there's a sort of secondary set of prints that don't really work, almost as if they're simian in nature, that have
I don't know what that
huge
means.
claws.
It's monkey.
Monkeys.
Ah.
So their back feet don't have claws, but their front feet do.
So I relay all this information to my party.
Okay.
So what is it? You're the druid. Why can't you tell me what animal
Very
it is?
cold. My brain's
Don't
just
you
not
know all the
functioning yet.
animals?
Dude, I just died. I'm still recovering.
That is
Get hold
true.
of yourself,
almost dead
Sarshana.
still.
You're getting hysterical.
I think I still have my clothes on, right? Because I didn't take the napalm damage because I'm like
No,
a
because
badass
you're
monk.
evasive. You're evasive.
Hey, would you
Yeah, you
guys like
said-
my clothes? I have fur everywhere. I'll be fine. Surely.
I would like clothes, please.
Here you go. Take them. And they just like droop off of you.
They are.
'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
for your
seven
they're massive,
All right, I'll be swimming in a big t-shirt or whatever.
and they don't smell good.
What are
I
you
mean, at
talking
this
about?
point, I don't care about that. I just
we all
want
know that Davron is not the best washer in the world.
There's
warm.
Sarshana.
Just
stay
What could
downwind of
possibly
me,
go wrong?
please.
You can take the shirt, and then each of you can get a pant leg. Just cut it in half and cover yourself with it.
I quite literally would rather die.
And as for knowing where you guys are, do any of you have a map?
No. I don't
Do
think so.
we have our backpacks? Is that burned up?
I don't have it. Oh wait, I have the backpack, but I don't have a map.
Yeah, is our backpack still existent? That's my question.
Well, none of you dropped it off that I remember.
No
Unless
map here.
someone in chat remembers that.
I don't think we did. I think we kept all of our stuff with us.
We got our packs. I do not have a map.
My connection to Big A is my map. Action probably says.
All right, well then, point the direction. Big A.
I
think
pretend
the
I
first
to pretend to be conversing with Big A for a bit, and then I just point to a random direction.
Guys, should we we could, if we wanted to, go to the shipwreck.
I don't know what we would necessarily find there, though. I'm a little concerned.
Food. Actually, I have berries. I'm fine. But I'm sure we can find something in the rubble. Like maybe we can help some people that might have survived.
Akshun, roll that deception.
I point to, let's see, if I start with north, we're going southeast. Point to southeast.
Roll deception.
Oh fuck.
That was poor on both sides of that.
You know, I normally get a little bit of a shudder down my neck whenever you talk to that asshole, and it didn't happen this time. Are you sure your connection with Big A is working?
Maybe the reception out here is not the greatest. A lot of mountain ranges.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd rather let the the survivalist druids among us point us the right direction. Sorshana.
I would say we're first gonna look for somewhere to spend the night because regardless of which way we're going, and I haven't had the time to look at stars and stuff, I would imagine that I can decide that with stars where to go.
You're definitely going to have
sunrises and
advantage
stuff.
on survival to find out where you are
Yeah.
relative to things and stuff like that.
But first we need to find a place to stay because we're all shivering, half dead, and we need to rest. So I want to look for rest. I guess I'll roll perception or survival.
You know, we're truly a great band of adventurers, you know? Not one of us thought perhaps we should help save the other people that, crash landed. That's what I appreciate about you all.
They fell from thousands of feet up and exploded in napalm.
Oh, no, there will be other we saw other lifeboats.
That's true.
We barely survived ourselves. How are we saving other people?
I'm just saying, I appreciate the fact that none of you are going out of your way for any heroics. It's about survival for us.
Fair enough.
Well, speaking of surviving, we are standing on animal tracks. So we could actually hunt them for food because we don't have that, or they could hunt us for food. So, we just we probably should get off the tracks.
I can make us a berry that won't make you, you'll have enough food for a day. I'm not worried about food. I'm worried about a safe place to sleep.
Akshun, you wanted to get your chance to rob that guy, right? Waynesburg? He was on the ship too. You might just find his corpse if we go to where the nearest wreckage is.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Why not? Believe me, I can tell you right now, stealing from a corpse is much easier than stealing from somebody who's alive.
I do believe you, but I'm so far with Shoshana. Looking for a place to survive sounds like it makes a little bit more sense.
Well, Sorshana said the wreckage would be a good spot.
What's left over? I want to search through the lifeboat if there's any type of survival kit or anything that comes with the lifeboat.
Okay.
I'm gonna sort of rummage through.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, please.
Guys, we should check through the lifeboats if there's anything in case of, you had to use the lifeboat. Oh god, I can't find anything.
I'll help you.
Where's the lifeboat at?
Surprisingly, it's just chilling right there, and Davros facing the wrong direction. So, Shauna, you walk over, and there is a sort of pack in there that has a tent. There's some pemmican, which is basically beef jerky on steroids. It has a 2.5-year, 3-year shelf life. With extended, basically there's a tent, there's a handful of blankets, there's stuff to make a fire, basic survival kit in there. There's a fairly decent knife for cutting branches off a tree and a bunch of things like that.
I used my survival skill and perception skill rolls, by the way, to look around and see if I can find a cave in the distance or whatever, some more place to take shelter. Because I would imagine that we all know where the ship landed, that we will not be able to get there in an afternoon.
Oh no, this is a 2 to 3 day hike through the mountains.
Yeah. So I would like to look for something closer by where we can maybe spend the night.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You're looking around, and there doesn't seem to be a cave nearby, but the tracks are all heading in one direction. All of the tracks from those big creatures are all heading in one direction. And also, there don't appear to be any birds in this area at all.
I think I would see that as a bad sign, and I don't think I would want to go in the same direction as those tracks. So, what do I see on the other side of the tracks? Do I see where it's going?
All of the tracks are actually going northeast northeast. So they sort of head that direction, then they go easterly towards Sagebrink. And then there's actually a load of other tracks as you're looking around and investigating. Directly underneath the lifeboat, there is a large feather that is color shifted between purple and red. And it's pearlescent or iridescent.
Try and see if I know the feather.
The feather is about 18 inches long.
It's a big ass feather.
Would we know what animal it comes from?
There's only 2 animals it could come from. Either a rock or a very large cockatrice.
You know, we keep on finding all these big feathers. I feel like this is a sign.
Comparing to the feather that we saw back in episode 1 from the bird Derby, I think it was called. How is it like much smaller? Is this a megafauna feather or?
No, this is not a megafauna feather. This is just a very large, an unusually large feather. A standard size rock would have a feather this size, or a large. The only other thing you could think of that would be in this area is a cockatrice, which is both of those are bad things.
Yeah. Well, I think we need to be careful of this. The other thing to think about is that all of our when we were coming down, it looked like we moved away from Sagebrink. So odds are, if we head up that direction, we'll get out of these mountains. If we can head up north, I think that's probably the way to go.
Why don't we listen to Shoshana and just rest up for now? Get out of these area. I don't feel great.
All the tracks lead north?
Northeast. So towards Sagebrink as opposed to Verdant Blade.
That is not where we want to go. And we are where I am now with my mouse?
Yes. That's basically where you are. In that little valley between those 2 mountains. Basically behind the mountain that you're currently moused over right now.
Okay, so...
Like where Action's mouse
I would
is.
know that we're... Yes, okay.
So you see that there's a little valley between those 2 mountains? That's where you are.
Yep.
Thank you, Dogman.
I would want to be able to find high ground, guys, so that we know exactly where we're going and find maybe a cave. So let's not follow those tracks, because I do not want to run into any of those animals because they seem scary. Let's
Do you want to do some scouting, Shoshana?
Which way is the wind going?
The wind is blowing from north to south.
Let's see if we can go to the other side of the mountain, so we have a place where the wind can't get to. We should be able to do that in a couple of hours, correct?
Sure.
Yeah. So let's hike to the other side of the mountain, see if we find a cave. We'll just go over the track of those animals and should be able to reach the other side of this mountain.
Shoshana, I trust you. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Romvalor and Sorshana. Sorshana, I assume, is tanned because you lived in a swamp and the sun is not your enemy. Where Romvalor, what form are you in right now?
I'm in my Romvalor form.
Okay. Because coming from one pale person to another fictional pale person, the sun is my enemy, 100%. I think definitely, for me personally, it only takes me 15 minutes to sunburn. I need you to make... let's call it a Constitution saving throw real quick. Unless you are going out of your way to stay out of the sun in some way, shape, or form. Because there are trees. They are large evergreen trees.
No. Well, no doubt Rom will be relaxing in the shade whenever possible. But I will say that the moment I notice I'll start taking some sort of ill effect, then we'll probably change form.
I think none of us would know that would be a bad thing, right? Because Akshun and I are covered in fur, and then Shoshana's used to being outside.
Yeah, that's
Like-
why. That's why I say Sorshana doesn't have to worry about a lot of things because she's like been in it her whole life. And then Akshun and Davron, you're not really used to seeing the sun like
Right.
this much, but you still have fur. So there might be parts of you that may or may not be sunburned. Akshun is just like, I have lived the endurance. What is it? Endeavor is not exactly the most hospitable area to live in anyway when it comes to the sun. So he's sort of used to it. And he's white. You're a white cat, right?
Yeah.
So he's not going to get very hot. But Sleece and Rom Valor definitely, I think, would have issues. Because I've been on dozens of hikes where I forget sunscreen and then you regret it all day for a couple days.
Isn't Sleece a lizard? Or like his real form's a lizard? So how's that work? Like
When you
say-
shapeshift, you actually become
Oh, I see.
that
Okay.
thing. So if Sleece has a tail, he loses his tail. Like, it's not just an illusion. He becomes that thing. So realistically, and lizards can get sunburned. Some of them can. I have
Okay, cool.
seen it. A lot of snakes aren't really that issued by it, but there's loads of other stuff.
Is
as
it
well.
just me, or is the sun brighter up here in the mountains?
Oh, and especially living in Colorado, I know that the sun is definitely hotter and more potent at high elevation.
This is terrible. Can we get out of here? I rolled, by the way.
So yeah, you're not feeling too terrible right now, but you will be getting dehydrated fairly quickly at some point.
While we're walking, I will cast this one. Where is it? There we go. And I give people a berry. And since I'm eating a berry, I get 1 extra hit point back. This is great.
Oh, do I too?
Yeah, we get 1 extra. Nice.
Let's go. All our troubles are solved.
That should be enough for 24 hours in terms of
24 hours? Are you serious? You think I'm gonna live off of this measly little berry for 24 hours, Sorshana?
They're
Oh, the
magic
berry's so good.
Oh, each berry provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day, so you're good. I have more berries.
I'm not
I made
okay.
10 berries.
I need meat.
Do you want an... No.
Ron Valor, will you just shut up and eat the berry? Because if 3 of us made out of this mountain, no one would know that you didn't crash land. I'm just saying.
Well, that is the intention, yes.
Well, I feel like we need a little bit of something to lift our spirits. How would you guys like me to bust this out and get a little music playing to raise spirits, everybody?
Davron, I would not do that. There's a lot of animals around, and some might be
Prawn
not
starts
afraid,
walking
but
towards the
attracted
cliff
to
edge.
it.
I guess I'll just die.
Okay, I'll put it away.
And you guys are hiking for about an hour or two. Please make perception checks, please. The wind sort of dies down for a moment, and the sound of nature comes rushing back into the valley. And this valley is extremely verdant. It's so green that it's almost oppressive in some ways.
Am I normal or advantage now, by the way?
You are advantaged now because you are in your natural state. You hear birds now, Sorshana. There definitely are birds. It was the wind. The wind was very much drowning them out. Except they are not the birds that you thought they were. And it sounds like a combination of chickens and kookaburra.
Would I know that they live in with people or? Are they wild chickens?
The problem is that both sounds seem to be coming from one creature.
Oh. Well, that's
And I don't
strange.
know
Do
if
see
you've
the
ever
creature?
heard what a kookaburra sounds like.
I have no idea.
A kookaburra is an Australian bird that is notorious for being incredibly loud and annoying. Just Google what kookaburra is.
I'm gonna-
Kookaburra.
I'm on it, guys. I already posted a link of Kookaburra.
Did you really?
Is this something we can hunt?
They've got such a big mouth. Sorry.
And they're very small. They're
Oh god, it's so annoying.
They're like finch size. Can you imagine that plus like the howl of a chicken after it lays an egg? My
Can we
parents
just
have
play this in the background constantly? Can we push that
I
through?
need to be immersed. Yeah.
That is incredibly loud.
Isn't that annoying?
Yeah.
Can you imagine that with a chicken?
Just play it on repeat in the background.
There's
really
a reason
good.
I specifically said kookaburra.
Yeah.
And do you understand it now?
Yes, I
do
do.
I see the animal or do I just hear it?
You hear it, and that is not an animal that you personally are familiar with. Where you come from, it's more lizards, spiders, and other issues that
Okay.
don't really fit with the descriptions you're used to. Why isn't it letting me save this? Oh, there it goes.
What is that god awful noise, Shoshana?
What's
It
happened?
sounds a little bit like a loud chicken, but that means we can maybe eat it. Let's see where the sound comes from. Let's see if we can get a look.
Davron, go and make a nature check for me at advantage, please.
Okay.
Because where you come from, this is a pretty normal sound.
Really?
Yeah, it's the sound of a cockatrice.
Oh shit.
And not just one cockatrice,
Do I recognize it?
a flock of cockatrices. Yes, you do.
Oh god. That's a cockatrice, everybody. We can't follow it. It's not a chicken.
A cock a what?
What is a cockatrice?
What is a cockatrice?
It's
Can we eat-
dangerous as fuck.
Isn't that the one that like what was it do again? Doesn't it like petrify you or something?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Would actually know this type of creature from reading or history or whatever?
Make
you
an
believe?
intelligence check for me real quick to see if
Oh, that's-
you remember.
It's my strong suit. Here we go, guys. Oh fuck.
You remember something about them having a venomous bite that turns people to stone?
We have to go right now. There's many of them. We've got to find a place to either hide or just get out of their way.
Aren't we like skilled adventure? We can't handle a flock of birds.
The birds
what
are
you're telling me?
enormous. You simple son of a bitch.
Go
Gotta
wrong.
go.
Do you know if these birds are nocturnal or what's the deal? Can we navigate by night?
I'm gonna do a history check to try and see if I remember what we need to do to deal with them.
Cockatrice are whatever they feel like being. In the Underdark, cockatrice are usually more lizard-like and crawl on ceilings and do all sorts of crazy nonsense to get whatever they need. Where you're not really sure about above ground version. The above ground versions are probably more bird or avian than they are lizard.
Okay.
So you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but
I feel a little uncomfortable.
Well, let's find a place. Like, do we know that the sound where it's coming from is it the same way that we were walking to, or were we?
it's sort of
Walking
off
right?
to the right side. You can hear this sort of like clicking, clacking, howling birds. It's hard to describe.
So it's towards the side of the Scoured Claw more.
Yes.
Do I remember? I guess. What was I even gonna ask? Never mind. Don't worry about it.
you don't.
It'll come
You do
back
not
to me.
remember.
I don't remember. Apparently.
So, do we see a path where we can go a little bit more towards the left, rather than towards that? Like, can we divert a little bit without, like, while still trying to make it behind the mountain and see if we can find a cave there?
There would be some athletics and climbing checks required in order to do that.
Love it. Let's do it.
Hold on, Shoshana. Don't you have the ability to speak with animals?
Only if I see them, and I wonder if I should see those. I don't think I want to see them.
And Davron knows the cockatrice are not animals. They are not beasts. They are monstrosities.
Oh, I see.
They are classified as different creatures.
They are.
Are you gonna ask me to climb now?
I'll help you, Rob.
Sucks.
Davron is
Why,
well and truly not in his element anymore.
Why don't you try to latch on onto? Oh, maybe Davron wants. He can jump really far, right? Maybe you can latch onto him and jump with him or something.
Here, I'll help you. I can. I'll get up there and I'll lower down my rope. What would I need to check to jump up? I guess it's just acrobatics or athletics.
For you, athletics. It's jumping and climbing or athletics.
Do I get to go at advantage since I have long jump and all that stuff?
I
or
will
no?
let you have that.
Do I also get advantage because I'm used to climbing rocks and things?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Here, I'm gonna lower down a rope also to help other people. I'm assuming I got up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Did I get up?
Yeah. It took you a
Oh,
little
wow.
while, but you got there.
Does this give me advantage? The rope?
Yes.
There you go, Rom.
Knowing you, you're still gonna...
I'm doing this.
Oh!
Oh,
Hold up. I'm also giving myself guidance.
Sure.
Rob just scales the wall like it's nothing.
With the assistance of the rope, obviously.
yeah.
And as you guys are climbing the rope, are you hiding at the top? Because the flock is getting very loud.
Yes, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
It's
we're
hard.
hiding
It's
away.
it's cacophonous levels of noise.
Why are these
We're
things so
hiding.
loud?
You cast Pass Without a Trace. Do you have the ability to do that? This is your way to help us, Rom.
Do you have
You can
spell
do one
slots for
thing
that?
to help us.
I do. I have 2 second level. All right.
So everyone
Fine.
roll stealth checks, and we'll add 20 to it, or to add 10 to it. So Sleece is at 10. 20.
I'm just an advantage roller today. It's great.
True. You guys are sort of like on this wall, looking down. It's not really. It's a natural like vertical rock face, and you sort of lay down and are looking down, and there's a flock of about 30 dog-sized bird lizards that begins to walk down. Oh, there's a doggo.
Dogs are hanging out with me.
No, that's a works. There's about 30 medium-sized dog bird lizards that are accompanied by a very large man or creature, humanoid creature.
I thought you said these things are wild.
I thought they were.
Rom's gonna try and get a look at the guy.
Sorshana, you actually recognize this, not this specific character, but you recognize something about him that he's a druid. 100% a druid.
Okay.
He's
what
a
do I recognize?
Circle of the Shepherd.
What do I know about them?
That their kindred with animals and other creatures is basically unrivaled when it comes to knowing things about animals and having a kindred with animals, except there's something definitely wrong with this specific person.
Okay, because
It's-
normally I would think druids are like
Cockatrice
inherently
and
good.
cockatrice are monstrosities. So the fact that
Yeah.
he's just chilling means that there's something not necessarily wrong with him, but he has diverted from the normal druid of the circle of the shepherd.
gonna try and do an insight check on him,
Okay, I
see what
share
I
this
feel
information,
is.
guys. That is a druid, but something's really wrong about him. I can't put my finger on it.
For the insight, it does appear that he's hunting something.
Oh God.
I think he's hunting something.
Make a nature check for me real quick, Dobron.
Yeah, he's probably hunting us.
He probably saw us crash.
He
I mean,
appears to be a mix. It's actually pretty easy to tell. He appears to be a mix of an ogre and an orc.
I think that he's a mix of an ogre and an orc.
Which is a terrifying combination because that means he's incredibly strong.
Wait,
And an army of cockatrice?
I'm not trying to be racist, but are you telling me an ogre was able to become a druid?
Everybody can become a druid. But like I said, there's something really wrong with him. That's not a normal druid. There's, like, I don't know if he got in touch with, like, some dark forces or whatever, but he is not a normal druid.
Shoshana, you can't just speak that way to an ogre. That's just racist.
I'm not saying that because he's an ogre. I'm saying that because he's a druid, and those are not animals. So there's already something wrong there. Also,
Listen, I'm just saying you're setting the bar very low for druids.
Rob, that's kind of racist.
Well, then that makes me kind of racist.
I guess I'm not that.
we do know the Ram is racist, yes. Well, Shoshana, what do you suggest? Should we just get away from here and keep looking for a hiding place?
I think we should keep looking for a hiding place. I think he's going to the place where he crashed. I think he might have seen us crash, but the fact that he is bringing an army of cockatrices makes me think he is not a kindred spirit.
Is there a way that you can mind link and just listen to what he's saying without him knowing
That
it?
sounds questionable.
Is he talking to his animals? Are we able to see that?
What languages do you guys speak?
Druidic, common, infernal,
Does anyone
draconic,
speak
Korak.
orc?
I speak goblin.
I
Any
have to
carryover?
spell tongues. I could speak anything.
Yeah, but you can't mind link, can you?
Well, do I hear him speaking at all?
He is speaking. He is speaking.
okay.
How long does tongues take to cast?
Let me see. Tongues takes 1 action to cast in the last 1 hour. I am gonna fire that off.
Okay. You hear him saying, he's sort of mumbling to himself, but he says, "The flesh will feed us. We will be one again. Look, I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited. They must have landed near here. Go find them." And as he says that, the cockatrice sort of begin to spaz out and like sort of jump up and fly. They sort of hover over the ground, like 6 or 7 feet above the ground, and then they begin to basically go and create a huge blanket of cover. And they sort of go up and up and up and up and up, and they're sort of looking all over the things.
Akshin's knees buckle a little bit as he translates this to the rest of the party. Yeah, they're looking for us.
Are we safe from them where we are right now?
As long as they don't see you.
Yeah, but if they spiral up, are we like under a ledge and like in between a mountain thing?
I would say that you're underneath a load of trees that have grown on the side of the hill that's above you, because it's like a rock face with like a dirt mound directly above you. And as someone who's been up to the mountains, evergreen trees are incredibly stubborn and can grow vertically on vertical faces and things like that.
Would we be able to make a camp here?
It probably would not be a good idea.
Okay.
Shoshana,
Yeah.
given that I assume this druid is part of this mountain range, making this as his home turf, I guess. I think if he is gonna try to find us, he will find us eventually. So, do you think that-
No, that's not true.
Okay.
There are a lot of other people who crash landed here. He's just gonna pick off of one of the suckers, you know? There's gonna be some people building fires, you know, being loud, and they're gonna be easy picking for that guy. We don't have to worry about it.
He did see us land. We are the only ones that landed this close to him. The rest all landed like a couple days' journey away.
Davron puts his horn away.
So my question, Shoshana, is whether, I mean, we're resting up because we can't do anything without resting up. But my question is, are we looking to escape from this crazy orc? Or are we looking to take a fight? Because I think that determines what we're going to do from this point on.
Do you want to fight 30 dog-sized bird lizards?
I mean, this is your turf. You know, whatever you say, we go with.
We flee.
I think we need to be ready to fight, but I think we should try and not fight. I think that's the way to do it.
I think we can. I think if I use one of my spells, we can turn this into a safe terrain to sleep on.
Do you think that they might be able to find something would find us out in the open, or is that big enough risk to take?
I have this spell.
Oh.
And
Make a natural terrain in a 150-foot cube. Range look, sound, and smell like some other sort of natural terrain.
That seems so useful for
That
us.
is incredible. What?
I thought I was gonna use it at some other point to trick people, but this works too. I was gonna trick my teammates, but now I have to trick an actual person. So if
I'm sorry, you can do what?
If I can make this look like uninhabitable terrain, making them not search here.
But, will it make us not show up?
Yeah, we will not be in there, I think.
So I think the only thing is we shouldn't change it too much because he might recognize it if he's been here a lot.
Correct. Absolutely. We should find somewhere where it's, where we can just get another.
How about we travel away from? Listen, do these whatever they are, do they operate by smell or what? What's the deal? How are they hunting us?
That's a good question. Let me just search my memory real quickly.
They tend to prefer to hunt in the dark. That's all you know.
That they tend to hunt in the dark, but I'm not sure. I haven't had many
They have better
conversations
vision
with
at
them.
night than they do during the day.
No. What he said.
So let's continue walking. Just be a little bit more quiet, and then we'll find a good place to set up camp, perhaps.
We definitely should take turns doing watches.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Wait, does one of us have any sort of teleportation of some kind? Because I can dimension door us 500 feet away. One other person. And then Sorshana can fly.
Not yet. Only after I've rested.
Oh, you're out? You run out?
The battle.
You just ran out of animals?
Yeah. I did run out of
don't
animals.
Don't you just look at another one?
No, that's not how it works.
Wow.
I think if we could have teleported, we wouldn't have been in this position in the first place.
All right, well, let's run away
Slowly
from
and quietly.
wherever those guys are going.
Okay. So you guys, he came from the north, directly north of where you're going. Which direction are you heading? Because this ledge sort of has a makeshift.
Wait, where did he come from?
He came from the north.
But we come from the north.
No, you're going northwest. From
No, we're going south.
Why are you? Oh, are you going toward
Southeast.
Partition?
Yeah, because we didn't want to go towards, like, we want to get away from the wind, so we're walking with the winds in our back.
Oh, yes. So you're going toward Partition then.
Yes.
Which, let me move the map so people can see where Partition is. Okay, that was my mistake. He came from the direction in which you are currently heading. So he came from that direction, just off to the side. Essentially, you guys are going southwest. He came from west.
All right, so we're going south.
So you're just going to go straight south then?
I think so.
Do we want to keep going? Okay.
But we're not going to go that far. We're just going to go until we find a safe place.
Right.
As we're making this journey south, do we hear the bird noises get weaker and weaker, or are they still around us?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good.
I need everyone to make perception checks. You guys walk for about a half an hour. Because the main thing that Sorshana understands is that druids in their proper area can move an incredible distance without hindrance.
Yes. But it's still daytime at the moment, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Shoshana, I read this in a book before, but should we do something about the tracks we're leaving behind? Do you think that will tip
Are
off?
we leaving very clear tracks behind?
I think Pass Without a Trace covers some of that.
Because we're still stealthy, right?
Do I also know
Can't be
if
tracked
can't be
except by
tracked.
magical means.
Yep.
Nice.
good stuff? Do I know if the like cockatrices make a ton of noise mainly like when they're on the hunt, or if they like always just make that noise?
Some of them always make noise. The underground ones are basically silent until it's already too late.
Okay.
But you do know that there is one other creature that resides in mountainous area, two of them that are extremely not good.
Okay.
And especially in this area specifically, because you unfortunately have heard and been here at one point, that they are basilisks and bullets.
Oh my god. This place sucks.
Well, you're saying that.
Yeah.
The man who grew up in literal hell on earth says that this place sucks.
I mean, you know what to watch out for there. You might not realize what's coming at you here until it's already on top of you.
Akshin does that
You say
thing.
so.
Akshin does that thing where he goes like, "Are we there yet?" Like I see you look to Shoshana. Just want to camp.
No.
Oh.
I am looking for a camp. I will do a perception check. To
Oh
see
no,
if
you're
I-
good. You're good, Sorshana. You find this little valley that has loads of trees inside of it and covers, and it also has a natural lake that is a spring fed from a very high mountain nearby.
That's nice. Does this look like a place where I can make a hallucinatory terrain where
What are you
I can make
changing
a-
about the terrain?
I am changing it so that it looks like the rocks continue over us rather than like we are basically, for someone that doesn't know we're there, we are in a place where the rocks are.
Okay, cool.
So if it's close to like a lake or whatever, it could look like there had been a what do you call that? An avalanche, but not with snow, but with rocks, and the rocks are
A rock slide or a
Where we are.
mudslide?
a rock slide. It looks like there has been a rock slide, but there hasn't. But we are in the place where the rock slide is, so people will walk around us because they don't want to, jumble the rocks. Because even a druid would stay away from a rock slide, as rock slides are very scary.
Yeah, I don't want to get stepped on. I'm not into that.
Exactly. So I'm gonna cover ourselves with a rock slide, hallucinatory one, anyway.
Amazing.
Okay, and you guys are currently setting up camp, or what exactly are you doing?
We're setting up camp because we need a long rest.
It's coming up on late afternoon. Are you guys doing watches? Are you all just sleeping? What's your plan?
Yes.
Who out of us could see into the dark?
I have dark vision.
So do I. I think we should allow the people that have dark vision to rest first and take the later watches.
Okay. Do we do watches with 2 people or watches with 1 person each?
I think just one person. We'll get better sleep that way, probably, right? Surely.
Okay.
What do lizards have? I don't actually
they-
see it.
What do you mean?
What does Sleece have?
For
I
what?
remember looking at this again. Do I have dark vision, or do I have
No, you do not
a
have dark
lesser
vision.
version of that? Okay.
No.
Cool. All right.
That's the one thing that set you apart from everyone else is that you do not have dark vision.
Cool.
Do I
I
have
don't
dark
think
vision?
I
I don't
don't
think
think
we do, right?
Kalashtar do either because they're human based.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you two take the first couple of rests, or actually we do, and then we'll swap over.
Yeah, I'll stand watch first. I'll stand watch for 3 hours or something.
So Shauna,
then
go ahead
it's
and make a
dark.
nature check for me in the first few hours, please.
Oh yeah.
Damn, our druid is killing it.
As you're looking around, you see the signs that there is a large harpy nest nearby.
Oh, God.
So I have not found a safe place. Harpies are
they're-
humanoid based. They're sentient, right?
The conclusion you're coming to is that there's no such thing as a safe place in these
All right.
mountains. That's just
I
not
think
how
this
it
is the
works.
safest we're gonna find. But harpies are day creatures and are sentient, so they would be able to see, and they would still be staying away from rock slides,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
All right.
That sounds
So
good to me.
I informed my party. There's a nest of harpies close by, so we gotta be very careful. But I don't think we're gonna find a safer space.
I'm half sleeping at this point. You're talking to yourself.
Oh, the rest is all sleeping. All right, well, I'll just keep watch and I'll inform the person that's gonna take over my watch. But during the time, I'll just sit there looking for harpies. But we're still covered on the. Do I have to actually cast it? I think so. Wait a second.
And there's also some sort of tracks that you don't recognize at all.
But I'm still the only one awake. What do the tracks look like?
Let me see. They look like they look like 3 cat toes with a thumb.
How big are they?
Bigger than her hand.
How close to the water are we actually?
I would assume that you're like basically on the shore, or like a few 10, 12 feet off from the shore.
12 feet is not that long. I would
How
say we
far
were
do you want to
close
be away from the shore?
I would
Why are
be
you asking
too
me
far
that
away.
question? You choose.
Okay, well, okay, we're
This
pretty
is up
far
to
away from
you.
the water, but considering
Yeah,
we
how
have a
far
clear
away
view
are
of the
we?
water,
That's not good enough.
I think this is clear water, so this would be where all the animals come to drink water. So I'm keeping track of all the animals here.
And as you're looking around and sort of investigating this thing, you do see. I'm gonna give you a list of the creatures that you understand what they are. There are at least 2 sets of footprints from hill giants. There is that thing that you're not really sure what it is. There's 2 sets of tracks from stone giants, because they have different tracks. There's at least 1 troll. There's at least 3 wyverns. And then a small flock of griffins. Which griffins are actually neutral. So you don't really have to worry about those. Oh, and then a handful of aurochs, the giant goat-like creatures that orcs use as mounts.
Question regarding the griffins. Would I?
No.
If I would.
No.
I'm not going to transform into one.
They are beasts.
Yes, I'm not going to
But
transform
you
into
haven't
one.
seen one yet.
No, I'm not going to. But I'm wondering if they're a beast and I can befriend them, how many people would they be able to carry? And yeah.
I would say with your guys' setup, I would say at most 2 per griffin. At most, but they would be at reduced speed.
But they would be. It is an animal, right? So I haven't seen one yet. But if I see one,
not
I
an
can
animal.
befriend
It's
one.
a monstrosity.
Oh, damn it!
And they are known to eat horses.
Oh.
A griffin raised from an egg can be trained to serve as a mount.
But if they are not trained, can
They
I
do not.
convince one to be a mount?
Unlikely.
Okay.
It says here that they are ferocious avian carnivore. They're unlikely to, unless you found a baby one. Expert trainers, well versed in griffins' legendary ferocity, are typically the only ones able to raise these creatures safely.
Oh, but can I, like, a small flock of griffins? Would I know if that's also including male and female, and how often they are laying eggs and things? I'm assuming they lay eggs.
Make a nature
egg
check.
layers?
Make a nature check, but not at advantage because they're monstrosities and not beasts.
Okay.
Let's see if you happen to know this. No, you don't know shit.
But I am still intrigued. I am keeping my eye out while staying watch. I'm keeping an eye out with extra interest for seeing griffins and which way they go.
Ooh.
And then also,
Are you gonna try and steal their babies?
Maybe. You start with that.
your
Not very good druid of you.
your estimation for the amount of harpies is between 70 and 100.
Jesus.
So
Okay.
it's not a flock, it is a commune.
Very interesting.
Because they all essentially, like, you're going around the lake, like checking out your stuff. There is one side of the lake that has a very large rock face on it, where there are just feathers everywhere. Everywhere. And they're not normal feathers. They're definitely harpy feathers, because the griffin feathers are huge and white or brown. These feathers are blue in color. And there are no other things. And also that creature that you don't recognize the footprints of, there are loads of shed spines everywhere.
Well, I go back to my fake rock slide and just sit there and hold watch until it gets dark, at which point I will wake up Davron.
Well, hold up. We, what time did we go to sleep? Because
Like
I believe
4 or
it was
5
like
PM?
it was like afternoon, right?
Yeah, 4 p.m.
So, I feel like our 8 hours ends up where it's still dark. So I feel
Well,
like
you
while
have to
there's
think
still...
about it here too. Spring, it's still going to be dark fairly early because you are in the mountains.
Okay, so my question is, when is going to be the most light? When should
most
Rom's
light-
term, who can't see in the dark, be? That's what I'm asking.
It's still going to be light out for second shift.
Okay. So even if it gets dark, it's still better for Rom to do it now rather than wake up at 3 a.m. and try and be
Keep
a guard
watch.
somewhere.
Well, I was not gonna, like, how long do you want to keep watch? Because we have, like, only 4 hours, 3 hours until it's dark. And it probably gets awake again at 7 a.m. Figured maybe you can do the early shift or something? I don't
Well,
know.
we only need 8 hours, right? For a long rest.
But everybody needs it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So Rom will cover whatever.
Well, and it does
light
say in
time
the
it is.
rules that it's 8 hours of light work, essentially. If you're sleeping for 6 of it and you're awake for 2 of it, as long as you're not doing blacksmithing or some other really heavy action,
Okay.
you're considered resting. So if you're reading a book, if you're studying some music, or doing something that doesn't take a lot of work for your mind and body, you are considered resting.
So wake Rom up now, and Rom will just wake somebody up when it's too dark.
Okay, I'll wake Rom up. Rom, it's your turn.
Would Rom get the benefit of a full rest now, or no? Because
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
If we get into combat or something, I'll ask for a short rest, but I don't think it's.
You know, it's everyone thinks it's so heroic that you take the first watch, but now you're gonna go and sleep 8 hours uninterrupted.
Rom, it was not.
Meanwhile,
meant to be heroic.
I've slept like 2 hours.
That was exactly my point. That was why I selected the first watch.
Next time, I'm getting first watch.
Sure. You gotta just be fast enough to say it.
So, and surprisingly, Rom, you do feel great.
Rom will act like he feels like shit. Once Urshana looks like she's going to sleep, Rom will kind of perk up a little bit. That was a good nap.
Rom, Lore, high or low?
High.
Go and roll it. Okay. Make a perception check, Ron Valor. Okay. You hear something sort of crawling around on the ground on the other side of the lake.
Oh, Jesus.
In this area, in this sort of lake area, it's extremely quiet. The sun is going down, so the birds are sort of dropping off. And as this happens, you hear a sort of
Would I be able to intuit that this is probably a basilisk? Since they were talking about potential animals.
And I have given all the
make a
track
nature
to,
check. You've given him the rundown about this is this
Yeah.
creature, this is this creature. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez. She listed so many creatures. How am I supposed to know which one that is? There's harpies and griffons.
The one thing that you do
and
know about
giant
basilisks, the one thing you know about basilisks is they have 8 legs. They have 8 little lizard legs. And that noise does not go hand in hand with something that has 8 lizard legs. What it does, however, look like is it looks like a giant winged creature with a man's face.
What the?
Rom's like mentally checking his list.
Is that on the list? I don't
A
think that was on the
sphinx?
list.
Is that a sphinx?
What the hell? All right, this bullshit. Sarshana didn't give me a full list.
Rom will go over and wake up Sarshana.
Shh. Wait, Sarshana, wake up.
What do you want?
You didn't give me a full list of the animals here. There's a snake.
I only gave you
a
the
man's face.
What? What on earth are you talking
it
about there?
has
That
a
doesn't
neck.
exist. Wait, would I know that something like that exists?
Over there. Look over
As
there.
you look over there, Sarshana, you recognize it as a manticore.
Oh,
Another one that petrifies people?
No.
Oh.
This one is so much worse than that.
what would
Dude,
I
this
know
sounds
about
like a
Manticore?
terrible place.
Say again, Sarshana?
What would I know about a manticore?
They have human intelligence, and their barbs on their tails are known to create dragon slaying weapons. And they can shoot them accurately up to 200 feet. So they can throw their tail spikes very far, accurately.
If they have human-like intelligence, I will know that he will still see the landslide and not think anything of it, correct? Or
He's already
rock slide?
inside the illusion.
How? He wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't. Why would he walk through it? It makes no sense.
He's got man intelligence. He might either
I-
see through illusions or understand what an
Rob,
illusion is.
When do you have man-like intelligence? When you see a rock slide, you don't walk into it. There must be something wrong. He
All I'm
might
saying
be
is-
blind.
The jig might be up.
I'm thinking he might be blind.
And
This might be the only blind manticore.
one thing that you do know about manticores is they are not solo creatures. They hunt in packs, and they usually, if they are domesticated by orcish hordes.
Well, does this one look like it's hunting? I would be able to recognize
This
the
one?
way it moves.
Make a perception check for me, please. This one has plate armor on.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's like that looks man-made.
Yes, very much
You mean-
so.
Well, shit. Let's wake up the rest. I don't know what to do.
Romcast passed without a trace. Final second slot, and he goes over and does the whole really dramatic, puts hand on mouth to wake somebody up. You see that in movies?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
they're trying to make them be quiet, so they put their hand over their mouth. Like,
Yep.
it's only gonna panic a person. It's only gonna freak them the fuck out, but that's what it does.
Well, but the funniest part is like that's Davron's natural state of being anyway, I think.
So he wakes up Dovron, and then he wakes up Akshun.
How
There's some shit going down. It's inside the camp.
how many hours has it been, and how many spell slots do we get back?
It's
If
been
any.
3 hours and you get none.
Okay, great.
Do I get any key points back?
No.
No.
How long was I sleeping before he woke me up? Was it not even?
An
Was I
hour.
even asleep yet?
It's about an hour.
Do I get my lucky points back?
No.
You guys can ask for a short rest. That's what you can ask for.
No one gets anything back on a short rest except for clerics.
Oof.
Holla. Can I get a short rest?
Ron Maybe.
I mean, he did have 3 hours of actual short rest, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
a real...
Let me verify that what I'm saying is not a lie, and I will let you know. Okay. Let me verify that.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is your guys'
Whatever.
plan?
I think I always want to see what it's gonna do, but I think we all have independent ideas too, right? Because we can't really talk with each other.
No, we can whisper. I
I mean-
think.
I mean,
Well,
I
how
whispered.
do we know what kind of like hearing this animal has?
Manticores, generally speaking, do not have increased perceptions based off of any specific feature. Not like cats or dogs where they get improved smells or whatever. They don't have increased perceptions. Their vision and hearing is not any better than what a normal person, a normal humanoid.
So whispering would still be possible. How close is he?
He's far. He's across the lake, like on the far side. So
Wait, then how could he have entered the illusion if he's across the lake?
because you said the rock slide covered the lake, right?
No, they will still come to the lake. It's covered right in front of the lake, so that it
Oh,
looks like the rock
okay.
slide reaches the lake.
Okay, so he is not. He's just drinking. From the side of the lake. I was
Okay.
confused as the rock slide. You guys are still in the rock slide, but
Yeah.
there's
Why did-
definitely
why-
something about this manticore that seems off, and it's,
Why did
it's
you guys
mainly
wake
the
me
fact
up?
that it's wearing armor.
Because there's a thing with a man's face over there.
Whatever.
sign
He's
up.
drinking. He's fine. Just leave him alone. He won't bother us.
It wasn't on Sorshana's list.
That's okay. His armor. Just because you're not wearing clothes doesn't mean that other people don't wear clothes. You know, live and let live. That's the motto around these parts, I'm sure. And I'm trying to go back to sleep. Not a very happy waker upper.
Well, I'm
okay,
worried.
so apparently that is for Arcana domain only, and there is also that you can use your channel divinity to regain spell slots if you have to.
Ooh.
In Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Apparently you can regain you can, as a bonus action, you touch your holy symbol, utter power to regain 1 expended spell slot level, which can be no higher than half your proficiency bonus.
Which is literally a level 1 spell slot.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm only proficient in +3.
Level 1 spell slot, baby.
So if you had to, you could do that. Let me see if druids. I don't think druids can do it either.
I mean, I only
I
slept
don't
for
even
1
know
hour.
where
anyway.
I don't even know where I got that from. If I'm being completely honest with you, I don't know where I read it.
Anyway, it doesn't matter unless we end up in combat. So
True.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
Stay very quiet and hope he doesn't notice us.
Are you gonna go back to sleep?
Oh,
I'm
and
going
Wishful
to
Kit has
try.
told me that your channel divinity is brought back with a short rest as well.
All right. Well. Okay.
I see Dovran going to sleep. I'd be like, that's a great idea. I'm going back to sleep.
If it starts coming over here, I'm waking you up again.
Don't do that thing where you put your hands on my mouth.
Oh, apparently
Weird.
wizards get expended spell slots after a short rest.
I needed to make sure you wouldn't scream. I wake up screaming all the time.
I think Davron is just not concerned. He's just he wants to sleep. He wants to get his short rest in.
all right,
Is that
Rom will
enough?
keep,
Same for,
Rom, thoroughly freaked out, will keep a very close eye on the man face thing, and see what happens.
Okay. You're sort of your attention is very focused on the manticore as it sort of drinks, and then it sort of walks away, and then 4 other manticores come and drink afterwards while it watches on sort of one of the high rocks.
Oh, Jesus. It's a whole goddamn pack of them.
The smaller manticores are not armored. They have harnesses on though, as if people ride them.
Would Rom have any idea of what kind of people?
Orcs.
It's probably more of those fucking orc ogres.
It could be, depending on if he's part of a clan or not. Orcs and ogres are kindred spirits in some cases. They actually have a new race called your character would actually know this. That I think it's an Orog is a combination of an orc and a ogre. Oh no, Orogs are just smart orcs. There is a half ogre race. I don't remember what they're called, but Rexar from Warcraft is a half orc, half ogre.
Is this
Rom is going to
Manticore
turn into
with or without
Gur.
wings?
Oh, wait. Not really thinking about this. Rom will turn into Gur. He's like, maybe it's better for me to be an orc, and then he'll look at his party members and be like, maybe not.
Can you imagine you wake up, there's a hand over your mouth, and there's an ogre looking at you? Come on.
Ogrelon Half-ogre offspring of an ogre and an orc are called ogrelon. An adult half-ogre stands between 8 feet tall, around 8 feet tall, and 450 pounds on average. So, that being said, you now know what that giant druid looks like.
Okay.
Enormous.
And does the manticore have wings or not? I've Googled them
Manticores
images.
have enormous wings. Fleshy,
Oh.
leathery wings.
Okay. Well, I'm still asleep, so I can't do anything.
If you want, I'm putting Manticore into our Steel Horizons chat, the D&D Beyond thing, if you want to see what they look like.
Oh, I googled it. They look terrifying and pretty at the same time.
Rom will double check everyone's asleep. And then he'll, being thoroughly freaked out by the manticores, will be one of the rare times he prays.
Hey, so, I know, I figured this is sort of like a laissez-faire relationship and all that, but, like, we're hiding in an illusion, and I feel like this is kind of your territory, and I really don't want to get eaten by a fucking human-faced lion snake thing. Help me out.
Okay. So your casting thing is wisdom, right?
My cast mine?
No. His.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom roll. With a D20. No, with a D100. Okay? What's your wisdom stat? What's your wisdom stat?
I'm gonna do a +7 on saving throw, +4 on ability.
Okay. So you have a 18. If you roll below
19.
If you roll below a 19 on a D100, I will give you a proper divine intervention.
Oh.
Ooh.
Heyo.
Okay.
Oh, close. Kind of close.
There's no response, but that is also because you know that Coin is one of the sort of aloof gods that just is sort
Coin's
of
not my
present.
god, though.
I know.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure.
I know.
Okay.
What?
There's just something to be said that the gods are sort of enigmatic in that whole idea, that they can choose without being like paladins are usually heard more because they're warriors and things like that.
Yeah, Rom's just gonna be like,
Well, I suppose no news is good news, right? I mean, like, maybe, yeah, no news is good news, right? I'm trying to be stealthy. I don't want to hear anything. Yeah, it's good. Thank you.
Rom will tuck his holy symbol away.
Your shift sort of comes and goes. Who's next?
Rom's like, they never said what order.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
One is go, Ron. All right, so woke up Akshun.
Oh, fuck. Get off me.
Nice.
Shh. It's fine.
The manticores have come and gone. They only stayed for about 20 or 30 minutes. Just drinking and then getting ready to fly again. It did appear that they had flown a while to get there, and there was just something else that happened. That they were there. They had some sort of other objective, it seemed.
It's fine. So here's what happened. So the man things, they came and they drank by the lake, and then they got into some sort of scuffle, and like a big one ate a small one, and then it tore its fucking stomach open, and then they all ate on the fucking small one, and
What the fuck?
And, yeah, it was really fucked up. It was terrifying. Anyway, then they flew away.
Oh man. You have advantage on this because you're an actor.
Okay.
An actor.
Anyway, so but then they flew
Okay,
away.
just shut up and go to
It
bed.
was
Go to bed.
fucking terrifying.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Just go to bed. You gave me a headache, and it has nothing to do with my lack of sleep.
Hey, do you think it's a good idea for me to turn into an orc?
You know, that would be very funny, but maybe save it for daytime, and after letting Shoshana know.
But what if the orcs find us in their sleep?
I think they could probably tell that you're not a real orc, right?
You know what? I've done it before, but you know what? I don't trust you not to tell the other party members, so never mind.
Just go to sleep.
Rom goes to sleep.
Okay.
That's
Action,
adorable.
high or low?
Let's go low.
Called
Okay.
it.
Well, you don't know how low you're supposed to get.
Oh shit.
Everything passes. You go through your shift uneventfully.
I would say that during some time in the shift, Akshin would take out his holy symbol and try to think about conversing with Big A.
Okay.
But given the recent event, Big A recently kind of rejected Akshin in a way, right? So he thinks about that and actually decides not to talk to Big A.
Are you you're not attempting to atone or anything like that?
Well, he wanted to communicate, but then thought of the previous rejection and decided to kind of save it for a different time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your shift passes uneventfully. Davron?
Hello.
Would you wake up Davron?
Yes. Hey, yeah, actually nothing happened. I don't know what these two are making any fuss about. Literally nothing happened. Just, I'm gonna sleep again now.
We furry bros gotta stick together. This is the
Okay.
problem.
Okay, yeah, yeah, you could probably sleep too if you want, but, maybe watch. But, yeah, nothing happens.
Nah, that's a good call. Maybe I will take a nap. We'll see how it goes.
I'm just kidding. Fucking wake up and look. So I can sleep. All right, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Good night. Sleep well.
For
Davron.
some reason, smiles in his sleep. Something about racism.
Davron's gonna try and sort of just sit there and relax a little bit for at least the first 2 hours or so. He's just gonna sort of watch.
You only have 2 hours left in your shift. You're the very last shift, the last 2 hours. So make high or low.
Hi. Is that the way to do it? Oh god, I've
/
forgotten everything.
R space D100.
I'm just gonna do that. There you go.
You get through your shift uneventfully. Nothing really happens. A few birds come by. You do notice that the flock of harpies every so often will come and drink from it, but they're very small, and you never really knew what a harpy looked like, but they're sort of like ladies who've been transformed into birds, or into part birds, and they don't look harmful. They look harmless. They don't look aggressive. They look very shy. And they're always looking around, and they come in groups of 4 or 5 to go drink.
Okay.
You're definitely not intimidated by harpies. Harpies are not intimidating at all.
So I'm gonna, as we get towards the end of my shift, I'm just gonna kind of zone out a little bit and bust out my calligraphy supplies and practice my calligraphy.
Okay.
As I do, as I'm a very wise monk.
True. Well, you sort of have your
Fucking stick figures.
Well, as a monk, a true indoctrinated monk, you do have like your wisdoms and your sort of like things that you
That's
go
true.
to, and your mantras and things,
Yeah.
your mantras and things like that you can practice to keep yourself centered, and that's when you feel like your ki get restored, is when you're sort of meditating and doing your thing. Shortly afterward, you're looking around, and the rest of you wake up well rested. Even
All
more
right.
so than normal. I'm going to give all of you inspiration.
Hey, look at that.
Because you actually feel fantastic. Almost as if there's something with this place that is magical in nature that helps you rest more.
This place is
Almost.
great.
We should come out here more often. Yeah.
Why don't we stay here? We can train a couple of griffins to fly around. We can order. Oh, do we still have the seeing stone, hearing stone?
That's because there's no bed. And there's no
We have a
shops.
bedroll.
There's no alcohol.
You know, this could be
You
a
notice Rom shaking a little bit.
this could be a forward operating base of our alcohol business, where we can make the strong stuff here. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. We can,
Yeah,
with using this
if
water,
we could build
want
an
water.
actual a bathroom. You know, I
Yeah,
had
sure,
to
we can
go.
build one
I
if
had
we
to go outside last night.
Did you pee in the lake?
No, I didn't pee in the lake.
Good, because I drank from it this morning.
I'm gonna go down and fill my water skin at the lake. Try and be a little bit stealthy about it, but I'm gonna go try and fill it up and see if anything happens.
Shoshana, is this safe drinking from the lake for us regular humanoids?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay.
As you guys are
Different
waking up,
animals, different.
Sorshana, it's about 3 or 4 in the morning.
Oh, it's not light yet?
Nope. You guys went to bed at like 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, we slept early.
It's
Well, I'll
actually
give
it's actually
everybody
2
else
it's
still-
2 a.m.
Okay, I'll give everybody another berry because we still had a lot.
Well, technically you could have given them both. You could give everyone 2 berries because it gives you 10.
True.
Yeah, what,
So I
one
gave everybody
berry?
2 berries.
You've got so many berries there in your hand. I get one?
Oh yeah, I made 10 berries yesterday. You get 2 in total because you need 1 per day. Easy, you got this.
This sucks.
You don't want the berry? You know,
wanna
if
go
you
home.
keep the berry long enough, you might be able to make it into alcohol.
Um,
Rom holds up the berry and is just thinking about it. Which one of his vices will win?
As you guys are doing this, I need you to make a perception check, please. Always
Rob.
perception checks.
Rom stores the berry away.
You're looking around, and the quiet of the night is sort of overwhelming as you guys pick up your camp and put your bedrolls away and put all your equipment away and your calligraphy and your holy symbols and your books. Everything is put away. You sort of sit there for a moment and you're looking around. And the quiet of this area, all of you have been in cities recently. You're around very loud stuff. It is exceptionally quiet here. It is so quiet that it feels uncomfortable.
No birds, no
Would-
crickets?
No birds, no crickets.
Would Akshin feel this way given that he spent a ton of time in libraries?
Yes, because even libraries have a specific smell to them.
Okay.
You don't have that. For you, that's like a homely feeling, is the smell of books and old papers and things like that. You don't have that. This is unsettlingly quiet. But
Would I
the
know
good
it to be
news,
unnatural? Or is it
it's not necessarily unnatural to you, but to everyone else, it doesn't feel good. To you, this is a very, very regular feeling.
natural? Okay.
Being outside at night. And as for the stars, you can make a survival check at advantage. because now you can actually know, even with a 12, you know where you are, and you know where you can go. You know the direction in which to go.
It's very sad.
It's sort of like there is a sort of North Star equivalent here.
Yeah.
That you know constellations and time of the year. That's just your natural state of being as a druid. You understand the concept of that, especially as a Circle of the Moon druid. You know that the full moon is coming fairly quickly.
Shoshana, what's the plan?
Well, the full moon is about to come. We can travel by night a little bit. However, I believe Dovron told us that the Kookaberry birds like to hunt at night better than by day. So, if we're gonna do that, we're gonna be extra careful. We're gonna have to be extra careful. However, I can now turn into dinosaur, and we can run out of this forest in no time because everybody can get on my back.
Are we not being stealthy anymore then?
Well, we wouldn't be if I would turn into an Allosaurus. That kind of stands out, literally.
Yeah, dinosaurs aren't exactly quiet.
No, they're not.
And I think even by horseback, it'd be a long, or dino back, it'd be a long travel for us, to be honest.
Yeah, an Allosaurus can run for very long and very fast, so I don't know.
It
will
does
still
have
be about
17
2
constitution and movement speed of 60 feet.
I don't know what that means.
And normal humanoids have 30 feet of movement.
So I just take really big steps.
Yeah. That will, if you think about it, large creatures are technically faster than small creatures because of gaits and things like that.
Well, we could sneak a little bit further and maybe only do that once we know we're out of range where they can't hear us as much, maybe. Is that a good plan, or is that not a good plan?
Sure. I think a little bit of sneaking would get us pretty far. We sneak for a little while, and then we make our way out once we can get a better idea of we're out of the danger zone.
I think that.
All right, Ron will cast Pass Without a Trace.
As is tradition.
Yes.
Oh.
Damn.
I can't actually. I was looking. I can't see what my movement is anymore on the character sheet.
Let me check it. Yeah, they changed something about the character sheets we're using. I might have to change to a different character sheet.
For me, it's right above my AC. Right below.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
a little toggle button on the right side underneath proficiency.
Got it.
If you have an extra movement, you can click that, and it will change to your second form of movement.
Gotcha. Cool.
45.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Ama.
That's ridiculous. He's so fast. Fast as fuck,
I'm-
boy.
I'm gonna turn into an orc since we know orcs are around. You know, just in case.
Sounds good.
Wait. Hold on. Wouldn't those creatures smell orc easily, given that they hang out with orcs all the time? Are you sure this is a great idea?
Excuse me, are you telling me that I smell?
We all smell a certain way.
I think you might not smell enough to be an orc.
She does have a point.
Would my own knowledge of my own body know how smells work as a shapeshift?
It's sort of the idea that chemically, different races emit different smells. But Sleece has a smell that's associated with him, but the orc variation would smell different than the elven variation, than the dragonborn variation, but
Sure.
only slightly. But if you were to, if a true like blind sight animal could tell that it's always been you or something like that, you know, where there are animals and creatures that will definitely know it's you by smell. It's sort of like cats always know who you are, or blind dogs always know who their owner is based off smell, even after years of not seeing them. It's that sort of idea.
Akshun, aren't you supposed to be good at smelling?
Yeah. Why you
Okay.
ask?
Don't you usually notice odd smells?
I-
If this place is filled with orcs, then why would me being an orc mean I'm more likely to get caught out than you, a giant fucking cat, creating cat allergies everywhere?
I mean, if you turn into an orc, those animals that are normally accustomed to orc smells would just gather to you, right? And we don't want that.
That's insane. If you're trying to track something,
Am I wrong here? I'm just looking at the other two. Do we want orc smell in our party right now?
I'm fine with it. Everything smells. You can be an orc. Why are you hating on the smell? We all stink a little bit.
I'm looking at Delvran as he's crazy.
We have all not.
Rob's
washed
looking at
since
you
the
like you're
fight.
crazy.
We are smelling in a combination of fire and smoke and stench just in general. So who cares if there's an orc smell there?
All right, okay, let's be an orc then.
Yeah, you know what? You're dumb.
Then Rommel turned into Gur. You're dumb.
All right, what an insult coming from the orc.
Me no speak orc.
I am.
I
I just
literally
want to.
can't speak orc, so you know.
I wanna-
have to,
I want to gauge Gur's intelligence level. How do I do that?
Well, you know it's Ron Valor, so
Oh, his mind doesn't change, or
No,
no.
Okay.
mine doesn't.
No, it's
Okay.
still Ron Valor.
I changed my voice because you know it's like Sleece is in, you know.
Well, as far as I could tell, your intelligence level did not raise or lower when you changed to an orc. So you know that says a lot.
Mr. DM, can I use my other? Can Rom's voice come out of the orc? Right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can shapeshift easily, right? It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
Rom's voice comes out of this hulking orc.
You know that's not how it works, right? I'm a fucking shapeshifter.
You smell like an orc. And I walk away.
Jesus Christ.
All right, guys, let's just travel and go further. We need to get out of this freaking jungle. We need to get the strife. Otherwise, what's the point?
True.
And so now that we know where we are because we saw the stars and stuff, we know the direction. So I'm pointing towards where we know partition is. That's where we need to go, guys. As long as we head that direction, we're going the right way.
So the only thing is that an area where it's Scarlet Sands, terrifying like wasteland where we can't go into?
I think partition is the town that is on the border where it's part is underneath the ground and part not. I don't know, or something like that. That's where you go underground, so we still fine.
The only person that would know anything about partition would be Ron Valor.
From floor.
Yeah, what? What's something about partition?
Can we travel through these mountains to partition? Will we burn up in the sands?
Well, I don't fucking know. Rom will think about it.
You know,
Make
I've
a
only
history
been in
check.
partition. You know, it's not like I go out on nature hikes or something like that.
Wow.
Apparently you do.
Sorry, give me a second, guys. I'm doing a thing. Oh shoot. Oh wow. Partition. Yeah, partition is just outside of the circle, of the no atmospheric protection zone. And that's why it's called partition, is because that's where traders and stuff go to trade things, and then they have sort of ways to get underground into the main area of the Scarlet Sands. That's how that works.
You know, there was this one time that I was drinking with a guy who said that, I think he did some, he hunted something outside of partition. I don't really know. He was a bit of an idiot, but he could drink really well, so.
Well, I trust him.
Okay. All right. So you guys wander aimless. I'm just kidding. You don't wander aimless. You start heading southwest for about 4-5 hours until the sun is just beginning to peek over the mountains. Or you could tell that the sky is becoming brighter. It won't get daytime until about 10 a.m. But just before the dawn, I need everyone to make a perception check, please. Akshun and Sorshana. You guys notice that you're basically walking down a sort of hill trail from the lake area, and this trail that you're walking on is relatively well traveled. You can tell that it's orcs and other wilderness people. There are a load of stone statues.
What type of stone statues?
Humanoid stone statues.
How lifelike are they? Do they look like they're people who are
you gonna go
stone?
inspect them?
Yes, I want to inspect them. Sure,
Okay.
nothing could possibly go wrong.
Go ahead.
I allow Shoshana to do it. And stay back.
I'm gonna go in.
Hey guys, did you see those statues? I'm gonna check them out.
And is it pretty obvious these are not like a statue in the sense that they are made like art, but rather people turned into statue?
You would have to go investigate in order to find
I
that
am
out.
investigating exactly.
All right, fine. I'll investigate as well.
Rom will watch from a distance. Dovron, are you going with them?
Of course.
These
watched
are
it.
exactly what you think they are.
Do they look like they knew what was hitting them, or are they surprised out of the blue?
All of them appear to be in fighting stances.
Well, that's terrifying. I look around to see if there's any indication of what might have done this.
There's at least one animal that you're familiar with that you know exactly what they are.
What is it?
It's a basilisk.
Basilisk.
How many people are in statues?
Around 50.
Oh God. And
Oh,
would
and
I-
a lot of these statues are missing entire body parts, as if they have been chewed off after being turned to stone.
Do we see if they're like weapons and stuff has turned to stone as well?
They have.
Oh, the weapons have also. Interesting.
would I know whether lesser restoration as a spell would be able to unfreeze them?
Lesser restoration would not work. These creatures are long dead.
Oh.
Actually, do a thing.
Do a thing!
I'm
Medicine
struggling
check?
right now.
We can have our break.
Make a knowledge,
want
make a history or a Arcana check, please.
Arcana,
Sorry.
okay.
Rom's not there, so.
A greater restoration spell is the only thing that can save you.
Okay.
And according to this, you are not dead until you can be restored.
Oh, interesting.
So they're trapped in like this is some Schrodinger's cat shit, right? Like they're dead but not yet.
Yes, they are in a state of preservation, but not willing preservation. And a lot of them, if they were greater restoration, would probably die for lack of missing body parts. Because these basilisks are known to eat stone creatures.
Well, I don't have great restoration anyway.
Would I be able to examine how time frame wise, like how close to the present time did this happen? Based on any clues.
The vast majority of statues are old. A lot of them are weather worn, sort of worn away by rain and wind and things like that. Snow. They've been here for a few seasons, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Do we know how they would be turned to stone again? Is it like an HP? You look at them and you're all gone.
The only person that would know that would be Sorshana. So Sorshana would like to make a nature check. Or these creatures are magical in nature. I would say Arcana check.
Oh, I already made an Arcana check earlier.
But that was for something else.
Oh, okay.
That was...
Well, then I don't know.
It has something to do with the eyes. You're not really sure.
It has something to do with the eyes, guys. I'm not really sure. What I would be more worried about, rather than saving these people, is making sure that we do not turn into
Are you Gur right now, Ronvalor?
Yeah.
I have to... keep everything, because that's what it is. Don't merge anything, just keep all the things.
I think we should keep moving and try and get out of here.
Do I notice anything regarding the tracks of the basilisk, how fresh they are or how non-fresh they are? Or...
Wait, it changed your HP and everything else. Damn it. What's your HP, Rom?
67. Rom just kind of mutters to himself. Party stupid.
What's that, Rom?
Party stupid.
Keep your voices down. There's basilisks about. What are you doing? You get turned to stone like these people.
Do I see any insignia on these type of people to identify, like, is this an army or where they from?
They do appear to be part of a large army-like organization.
But we don't get any clue beyond that.
Not really, no. No, they're not one that you're familiar with.
Do we see any recent basilisk tracks around?
Loads.
Oh shit. Let's get out of here, guys. Run.
Yes.
Or walk faster, whatever. Uh-oh. What is this?
Nothing good.
Nothing good. Uh-oh.
I need a marching
Titled
order.
basilisks.
Marching order, please.
Marching order?
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Not
mean?
last and not first.
How
I
are
am
you
standing-
marching?
I'm standing right under this tree. I'm fine where I am.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm normally walking behind Dovron.
Wait, are
I'll
you
walk
leading?
first.
Shoshana?
You guys
I-
should be. You guys should take a few steps in front of me because
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
'cause
did
you're
not go
definitely
down to
further
the
away.
statues.
That's
Go
true.
further ahead, Dovron. Where's the
It would make
statue?
sense that Shoshana is like in the front, right? We just
The
follow her and
statues
all that.
are all along the roadside. They're not in this large field.
Is it
Oh,
still
okay.
dark out?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then I
Then
probably
I
am in
would
the
not
lead.
be in-
Yeah, I would be in the lead with
Is
dark
there
vision.
a dark version of this map? Hold on. I think there is.
So- it's okay,
Night
I'm,
green clearing. Let's do this one instead. Let's see what this looks like.
Yes. More.
And there it is. More immersion.
Oh, dang.
Ooh,
I don't
love
see
it.
anything actually.
You might have to hit F5.
Goron's blind.
Yeah.
What is everything?
I have dark vision. I'm blind.
Oh, here we go. Oh shit.
I feel so immersed.
Where are the stones?
All over, all around. Basically,
Okay.
there's some in the field. There's some in the clearing. They're just inconsequential because they're not big enough to hide behind. Essentially. I don't
All right, let's march. Get out of here. Doot, doot, doot. Shoshana, you're not
Make
coming with us.
Make a perception check, please. Basilisks are medium sized.
Oh, I was with you guys, yes.
Uh-oh. Okay, Action. You see
Yes.
a bunch of glowing eyes all around you.
Jeez.
I look away. Guys, there are glowing eyes. And not to be a very intelligent fellow, but I am an intelligent fellow. I think that those might be basilisk, given that we're standing literally on a basilisk hunting ground.
I don't think we should go this route. Can we turn around?
I don't know.
Is this the only way that we see that we can go?
Rom watches his party from afar and wonders why they're standing there.
Hey, Gur, I think we see some orcs. Maybe you could come here forward and talk to them.
How's your deception looking?
How loudly are you saying that? Let's say.
I'm not yelling it, but it's like a whisper yell.
Whisper yell.
It's like, hey, Gur, come over here.
What?
I think I see some of your orc friends. Why don't you go talk to them?
I don't.
Surprisingly, Sorshana, you see a handful of them as well.
Oh no. Do I know that they're the basilisks?
Very much so. They're actually.
What do I know about basilisks? What do they need to do to turn people into stone?
Something with the eyes. That's what you got before, right?
They were actually all sleeping in the trees.
Oh, guys, these are still asleep. We should be very, very quiet. And something with the eyes, so try not to look at them or something. I don't know. Or maybe.
And as she points
look
it
at
out,
their eyes.
as she points them out to you, you can actually see them. They are 8-legged lizards, and they are just sleeping in the tree, just sleeping on branches, sort of like cats. Except every tree here has around 2 to 4 of them.
Rommel.
You know, I can't speak orc. I can't negotiate with them.
Shut up, Rom. Look in the trees around.
They're not orcs, Rom. I was just never mind. Let's just sneak by.
Rom looks around him.
Yeah, there's loads of them.
Oh, what the fuck?
Shut up.
There, we can do it. It'll be fine. Just keep walking. Just go slow.
Should we roll stealth?
I would.
Weren't we already stealthed?
Yeah. How long have we been? Has it been more than an hour?
It
If so, I'll
has.
reroll. Okay,
Oh,
I'll
okay.
reroll pass without a trace.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
no.
Oh my gosh!
We should be fine. Let's go.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a nat 20. As you guys are moving by, Sleece is like, ooh, 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 ooh. And you see the tree just south of you. You hear a yeah. And it sort of shakes, and it looks directly at Rom Valor. Rom Valor, if a creature starts within 30 feet of the basilisk and the two of them can see each other, the basilisk can force the creature to make a Constitution saving throw if the basilisk isn't incapacitated. Rom Valor, I need you to make, or I should say Gur, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Oh, you saved it
Right
by
in the middle.
1. You look at it and you're like, ah! You feel something coming over you, like you're about to, you harden a little bit, and you sort of shake it off. Now is the time. You're so funny.
I'm sorry. I had to.
No, it was worth it. I set myself up for that. Let's be real. I need everyone to put themselves into initiative, please.
Oh shit.
Let me rephrase it. You feel your skin begin to solidify, but you shake it off. Is that better?
Where's the?
I need to mute
How do I do
this.
the thing again? I'm so terrible.
Would Shoshana get advantage for this initiative?
No, she's not a ranger.
There's no, yeah.
Rangers have mechanics for this specifically.
Oh, I see.
Mr. DM, do I know of any creatures that are immune to petrification? I figure that's a long shot, but I wanted to ask.
That's true.
Do I know of anything that is immune to that? That I could turn into?
No, beasts, generally speaking, are not immune to petrify.
Okay.
Are basilisks beasts?
No, they are monstrosities. Got him.
I have to pee.
Well,
We,
go to the bathroom. We'll take a. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a 15-minute break, real quick. Let's do a 15-minute break, and we'll be back. I'm going to try and we're still on track for keeping it early as long as combat goes relatively quickly here.
Okay.
Everyone on this has schedules for DPC stuff, so we're gonna try and end it a little bit early so that they can do their thing. And then yeah, let's go. Let me set up the 15-minute break. We'll be back, guys. We'll be back in 15 minutes. Fuck. It's fine. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Welcome back to Legendary Tales. Thanks for being patient with our 15-minute break. And we are going to end a little bit early, so hopefully this combat can go quick. Okay. Ron Valor used Invoke Duplicity to summon a second illusory version of himself.
Yeah. And that one's going to be over here, and I am going to go over here.
You want me to move you?
Run past Gilbrod. Go, Rod. Go get him.
I think we're all hidden still, right? Because we were still sneaking.
The one of them did see Ron Valor.
Right. But they didn't see us, right?
No.
That means I get a sneak attack.
You do.
And then Ron will also use his bonus action to create the spiritual weapon.
Okay. Where is the book? Smack book. Where do you want Smack book?
Right next to that snake.
You're gonna put it right there so that.
Oh, yours is also a smack book? Nice.
Yeah.
I think.
Remember,
that's what we
my
defaulted
Just Tim's
to.
books are dumb.
I think we're gonna have a smack book gangbang on that snake.
Bang, bang.
We are gonna have 2 Smack books. Damn.
And then, can I use the spiritual weapon on this action? I don't remember.
Yes. Casting
remember
the
how that
spell
works.
has an attack ingrained in it. Everything past that is a bonus action to attack with.
Okay, then I will roll an attack. Which I don't know what it is.
It should be part of the spiritual weapon thing. You should just be able to hit attack on there.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay. 9 damage.
9
Not bad.
damage. I like this music. It's good.
Also, can I make a knowledge check of some sort?
What are you looking for?
I would like to know if, or rather, I can ask. I'll actually ask Sorshana. Sorshana, it sees me. Do they have poison? Do they poison people?
I don't think they do. Do they?
No. Their petrification is done via magic.
Okay.
Just don't try not to look at its eyes. There was something with its eyes. Just don't. Try not to. Maybe close your eyes. I don't know. Something with the eyes.
Rob holds up his pistol and he's like, "How am I supposed to shoot it?"
On instinct.
Okay.
Please don't shoot me.
Wait. Don't shoot at all. That makes so much noise. What if the rest wakes up?
Okay.
Shoshana, are these things scared of light?
DM, are these things scared of light?
Not particularly.
No.
What's
No.
the area around us like, by the way? Like, what is it? Is it very dry out?
It's temperate, is what I would call it.
Okay. Is there a lot of underbrush?
Under the trees, yes. In the clearing, no.
Okay.
Are you gonna light a fire?
I was thinking about it. Just burn everything.
Can I have a medical?
Don't run out here. Just fucking arsonists.
So this is a creature that can fly as well.
No.
But when it normally... No, it has
Basilisks
wings.
cannot fly.
Oh, I thought they had wings.
No,
Oh, I
That's the
thought-
manticore.
Manticores can.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right, never mind.
Oh, that's it for Rom's turn.
Okay, so since Rom is the only person, is the only person Basilisk can really see, or it's at least is focused on it. What's the movement speed? It's gonna drop down Let's see. And you're Gur, right?
Yeah.
Let's make a perception check with this motherfucker. Or not. Might. Okay. Okay, there we go. Ooh, 14. So I'm gonna roll a percentile. No, I'll roll a d4. 1 to 2 is Ronvalor. 3 to 4 is Gur. 1 to. I got a 2.
Okay.
See, I got a 2.
Yeah.
So, it's.
I'm with it.
Since it can't reach you though, it's not gonna bite or anything like that it would normally. Where are you, Basilisk? It can't bite. Oh shit!
Gonna stare at me again.
If a creature, this is a passive thing. It's not an action. This happens every turn. Period.
No.
The
So technically, at the
thing.
start of your turn, you should have done your petrification test.
Oh my god. All right.
Constitution saving throw, please. Oh. Oh, you feel your skin begin to get stoned, turn into stone, and you shake it off.
It's trying to eat me. Help!
Do basilisks have dark vision? They do not. Yes, they do. Never mind. They do. It's just not paying attention to the rest of you yet. That brings us to Akashun.
So, would I have any idea how many basilisks there are, or do I just only think there's one?
You can make a perception check right now to see if you can see more. Now that you know what it looks like. Your number that you're looking at is between 10 and 15.
And I think they're all
Wow.
like on the trees around us, right?
Yes.
All right, this is either gonna be a 6-head move or a dumbest thing ever that could happen. I will cast. I will cast Daylight.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And the center
I don't know what's going on.
Is right there.
is on the snake. Or the
They're
basilisk.
centered on the basilisk.
It's like literally on the basilisk. So wherever it moves, the light will also move with it.
Are you trying to put a spotlight? Do you want us to look at it?
Maybe the snakes, or maybe the other basilisk will just focus on this one, and we just fucking run. And I just run.
Okay. So your action is casting Daylight.
Correct.
So you can move 30 feet. But as soon as you cast it, I need you to make your Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, fuck.
Because now it can see you. Okay.
No problem. Okay, all right. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At 35 feet. So I move
Yep.
7.
Because you're a cat.
Run!
This is this party's specialty. Running
Davron?
from
Davron, you can still
Yes.
have your advantage, but you need to make your Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Because it can definitely see you, but I'm still. Okay.
Oh, I didn't roll an advantage. Oh, whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Do I get anything bonus for getting a nat 20? No? Okay,
You
fine.
get to keep your ability to hit it with advantage. Yes.
Okay.
Because let's
Real
just say it
quickly-
was not expecting you to be there.
Real quickly, if I'm thinking about, I'm going to use my survival skills to understand what would happen in this area if I lit a fire in certain spots. What would be the effect? Would it catch quickly? That type of thing. That's what I'm trying to figure out with my survival skill check here.
It's not the
like,
issue.
is it windy?
It's not the issue that it's going to light quickly. It's just that lighting a fire is going to attract an incredible amount of creatures to here.
Okay.
Very fast. You know, like lighting a daylight source in the middle of the night.
Right.
Almost
Well,
as if
yeah,
it's a
actually.
spotlight for every creature in the region or something, saying, hey, there's something happening here.
But if it was a forest fire, they might not run towards it.
They might. The likelihood is most creatures are not going to, but intelligent creatures are going to flock to it so fast.
Okay. All right. I'm going to use my action.
Especially the fact that there's probably an orcish horde fairly close, considering there were manticores.
I'm gonna use my action to use my tinderbox to light a torch. And then let's see. Is Step of the Wind, is that an action? Oh wait, yes, I can use Step of the Wind as the bonus action.
Okay.
So now I have 90 movement,
You do.
and I'm going to run
Can't.
all around this area and light the ground on fire with my torch. And that's I think that's gonna be my action. I'm gonna run first up here. That's 20 movement. Light these trees and areas on fire. And then I'm gonna go.
Don't run! You're waking up all of the basilisks!
And then I'm gonna try and run back this way after lighting this on fire, and then run with Akshun.
I think the daylight is already waking everything up anyways. Sorry.
So I'm gonna end right here, and I'm gonna have lit this entire area on fire, basically. And I'm gonna try and run down south.
Okay. As I always say, you can try. So, Shana,
And
will
I'm
you
gonna-
make a
I'm gonna-
Constitution saving throw for me, please?
I'm gonna also, as I'm doing it,
Yeah,
yell.
right?
No, go
What is
ahead.
it
What
doing
is
now?
Davron? What are you yelling?
I'm gonna ask if I'm gonna say, Shoshana, burn it all, burn it all.
Yes, Druid. Burn down the entire forest now.
Well, I think I failed my Constitution saving throw, so
Oh,
I'm
no.
turned to stone.
No, you are restrained. You must repeat the saving throw at the end of your next turn. On a success, the effect ends. On a failure, you are petrified until freed by a greater restoration spell or other magic.
Where is the fire exactly?
Everywhere.
Oh,
The fire,
fuck.
yeah.
Shoshana is not moving. There's a fucking forest fire all around her.
And I don't think my restraints go away if I turn it to something else.
Restrained creatures become 0 and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against a creature have advantage and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. You also have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Does she remain restrained if she becomes something else?
Yes.
Okay.
You're still turning to stone because it's actually the creature magically begins to turn into stone. If it was based on poison or something, I would say that your different form sort of removes it for a bit, you know?
So
Sort of
if I
delays the
dispel
effect.
magic on myself, will it go away?
Oh. If you cast Dispel Magic on yourself, I would say yes, but you have to roll a... No. I'm going to say that this is basically a 3rd level spell. Easily a 3rd level spell. Or
My
is there a
dispel magic
Petrify
is the
spell?
3rd level.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is that if it was a 5th or 6th level spell, you'd have to roll to remove it.
Yeah.
Let me see if there's a Petrify spell that works the same way. Or a spell that turns you into Petrify. Wow, there's a named Basilisk. Flesh to Stone. Thank you, chat. You're awesome.
Ooh.
Flesh to Stone. Flesh to Stone is a 6th level spell?
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Well, guess that idea goes
Alright,
out the
that's
window.
a DC 16.
I am gonna say that absolutely is a DC 16 then. Okay, so that means that you have to roll a wisdom roll, just a raw wisdom check.
Okay. Just an ability check.
Yep, ability check wisdom.
Normal.
You have to get a 16 or above. Nope.
Oh,
Too bad. Too bad indeed.
And then
Oh,
make sure
dear.
you remove the 3rd level spell slot, please.
I don't think I like. Did I have to? I don't know how to do that actually.
Just actually cast dispel magic. There you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
But it didn't work.
No, because apparently an innate
Okay.
ability for a basilisk is a 6th level spell.
Do I still have any like actions left? Can I still cast any spell of some sort, or is that it?
No, you can unless it's a cantrip that takes a bonus action to cast.
Let me see. Oh, I have a cantrip. Wait a second.
Is it like guidance or something? Because you need a resistance.
No,
Oof.
I could do damage to a target.
You have to be a bonus action because you use your action to cast a spell magic.
Oh, it does say spell usage 1 action. Never mind, I'm done.
Oh no. Okay. That takes us to the beginning of the round. So now it's time for one more wakes up.
only one. Wow.
I rolled above a 50 on everything.
Wow.
And that's the daylight basically only increased the chance by a little bit. But now I can't select anything. Hold on. I need to see if I can reveal shit. Because something that Lumi did broke everything. I'm just kidding. So the one north of you, there's one in the tree to the north of you. It wakes up and it begins to come down.
Is it on fire though? That's the big question.
That tree has just started on fire 6 seconds ago. So the likelihood that it's on fire right now is low. Okay, Gur and Rug. Oh,
Okay.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Please.
Okay, you are safe.
Okay.
By the way, I'm just going to admit the DC is 12. You have to roll a 12 or above
Yeah.
to not be petrified.
Um.
Just going to put that out there for the time being.
Okay. I have a ability check question. Would I be able to? I know it has something to do with the eyes. Sorshana said that. Would I know if the petrification can be stopped with blindness on the basilisk?
Oh.
Is it staring at her and that's what's causing it?
The two of them have to be able to see each other according to the rules.
Okay.
Just by you have to be, the basilisk and the creature have to be able to see each other. So if the basilisk is blinded, that means no.
Okay. And can you
do you
teleport
get what I
while
mean?
Can
you teleport while restrained?
Yeah. I was reading it and it sounded like it was fine.
What spell is it?
Dimension Door. Because I can bring one person within 5 feet of me.
Yeah. You can bring along object. She's an object.
Yeah. Okay.
She just
okay.
doesn't, as long as it doesn't exceed what you can carry. Yeah. She doesn't weigh that much. She's not carrying too much. So.
Rum just like looks around. Here's a giant daylight spell. For some reason, Dofron lit a fire. Sorshana's like turning into stone. And he's just like, what the fuck? I thought we were just gonna kill it. And then he runs over to Sorshana and casts Dimension Door.
What's the
And
range on it?
It can go
500 feet?
500 feet. Yes.
Wow.
As long
But
as
it's
you
also
can
as far
see
as I
it.
can see.
As long as
So-
you can see, right?
Yeah.
Well, daylight helps you see very far.
So I don't think I can go 500 feet, but
No, you can see far.
Well, he doesn't have dark vision, right? So he probably sees.
Well, no, it's remember, it's dawn, so it's bright enough.
Why'd you guess daylight?
What? I thought
I
there'll be
light
a,
everything on fire.
the snake will be like a homing beacon, right? So like they will go
are
to the
you
snake and
gonna
then
try? Are you gonna try and you're basically trying to completely remove yourself from the situation? Is that your objective here?
My allies have decided to run, so I am going to, yes, dimension door about 150, 200 feet south.
So essentially, right now is basically. Sorshana's next turn is whether or not she gets petrified, and you have to carry her stone body or not.
Well, I mean, I figure I'm teleporting her far enough away that they can't see each other.
Well, the
anymore.
problem though is
Station.
the effect already happened. You have to repeat the saving throw because the process has already started.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem. Is
I
if the
see.
process hadn't started already, it wouldn't be an issue.
So she will teleport, but she might still turn to
She
stone.
might
where
still
she's
turn
at.
to stone at the
Okay.
end.
Okay, that's fair. That makes sense.
Because the initial one is where they have to be able to see each other.
Would I know if the basilisk, if it dies, does this process stop?
No, it does not
Okay.
stop.
Okay, and best to get her as far
All
as
right,
humanly
so
possible.
we are removing you two from the combat.
so they're just
Good
gone,
luck.
right? At this point, right?
They've teleported 500 feet south. It's up to
Rug's
five.
still there though.
It's only up to 500 feet, right?
Yeah.
To any other spot within 500 feet. So you're just like to the nearest place without any creatures 500 feet to the south of us. That's basically where you're going.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think I can.
So that
qualify
means your
creatures.
smack book doesn't move, your rug goes away because you're too far away, right?
Probably. Yeah, sure.
I would assume at this, if you're
I'll-
500 feet off, you're not gonna be able to control either of those creatures.
Yeah,
units
for
anymore.
sure.
Those effects are essentially negated.
Yeah.
All right, Basilisk.
I will have closed my eyes at this point while I'm running.
So you're running blind. Okay.
Yes.
But the daylight's so bright that you can see it through your eyelids. The light.
No.
Roll the trip.
But actually, genuinely, that actually matters.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does matter according to the effects, because that means that you don't have to have a saving throw if you close your eyes at the start of your turn.
Ooh.
You have to avert your eyes in order to not have to make a save. But this basilisk is gonna chomp on your ass,
That's fine.
or it's gonna try. You have like an incredible amount of AC, so here we go. Let's see how this goes. What's your AC?
16.
Oh, on the money! You take 19 points of damage.
Jesus.
You take 9 points of piercing damage and 10 points of poison damage. Are you resistant to poison by chance?
I don't think so.
Okay. Action.
I will. Is there a way I could look at my teammate but not the snake?
Nope. You either have to avert your eyes or not avert your eyes right now. So either you're running blind or you're gonna have an attempt of being petrified.
I will Do I get to act first, or do I have to roll
You
this?
have to choose at the start of your turn. You have to choose to avert your eyes or not.
I will not avert my eyes.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Whew.
Okay.
I would like to cast Bless. And I will target Dovron and myself.
Okay.
And I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Okay. Okay. Dope. Dovron, are you averting your eyes?
I am averting my eyes. I'm averting them very much so.
Okay, so you don't have to take a Constitution save throw. Are you running?
So I was running. After I get bit, I'm like, fuck you. I'm gonna drop the torch, and then I'm gonna use Hour of Reaping, and just scream out.
You're gonna try and intimidate them.
It's they have to take a Wisdom saving throw, or they're frightened of me until the end of turn.
Okay, so the far one is frightened.
It's all creatures within 30 feet.
The other ones are sleeping. So the one right next
Okay.
to you is not afraid of you at all.
Fuck. All right. And then as my bonus action, I'm gonna use Step of the Wind, and I'm gonna try and run away. But I'm imagining that I'm gonna get hit as I'm doing that.
Yeah, bit.
Wait, Step of Wind allows you to disengage, right?
Are you disengaging or are you dashing?
I'm gonna disengage.
Okay, so you don't take one. I picture him closing his eyes. Ah! Then he sort of like curls up into a ball and rolls away. And the basilisk is just, what? What are you doing?
And I left the torch there to burn. I'll leave it behind.
And I am going to have you roll high or low.
High.
Because I'm pretty sure that you don't remember your surroundings. And I'm going to say if you roll above a 50, you smash into a tree at full force if you don't keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
So you
I'm
only
gonna
have,
keep my
you
eyes
only
closed
have,
as
you
I'm
only
running.
have 45 feet of movement. So you're not going to quite make it to a tree, but the next turn you will absolutely smash into that tree full force.
Okay. Wait, I have to roll though, right?
Yeah,
Does
roll. Okay, you're
Ooh.
fine. So you actually roll toward Lumi. You heard him. You're actually right next to him.
Nice.
You're right here. Oh, wait, is that 65?
That's 45.
I can't zoom in and out for some reason, so if you want to move your guy there.
It's not letting me. I can't zoom out either.
There, I got you. I got you. What? Oh, nope. You might have to F5. There's a lot happening right now, so.
That's fair.
All right,
Perfect.
so we're almost finished. You guys are almost out. Sorshana,
Oh, it's time.
it is time. This is it. If you get a 12, if you get an 11 or less, you are petrified.
Oh, don't you have your lucky die too, though? Does that count?
Oh,
I
your
do.
lucky is refreshed.
I
also
will
have
not need it.
Oh, you got it. 13. You got it. You are
Does
not
this mean
petrified.
that the process is halted and I will need to roll again next time?
Nope,
or did
nope,
I
it's over.
shut
The
her off
effect
the whole
ends.
thing? Ah,
If you succeed on the second
Nice.
one, the effect ends.
Great.
Wow. You want to talk about by the skin of your teeth? Damn. Perfect. You get there and she's like concentrating real hard. Oh, and like her gray skin turns back to her pale fleshy color.
Wow. Thank you, Rum. Where are we?
I don't know. Look at the stars.
We're gonna skip over Rom the Lord because you guys are so far away. You're out of combat.
Okay.
Considering it would take them over 2 minutes the basilisks are very slow, so it'd take them 2 minutes to reach you, and you guys are so fast. Okay, so what we're gonna do, this is actually a key moment. We're gonna see if any more of the basilisks wake up because it matters. 1, 2, 3,
They'll
4,
wake up.
5, 6. None of
a
them
lot.
wake up.
Yes.
So lucky.
Yeah.
Do we get to see a roll if the fire caught or not?
Yeah. Can I roll that?
I feel like it's very unlikely.
Oh my gosh. With a dash action. Hello. Oh no,
How-
everything's on fire. Everything's on fire.
Perfect.
We don't need this light
God.
anymore, right? Well, the light is on the snake, so I guess it's like a homing beacon for everything around us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you cast it on the basilisk,
Yeah, I
so
did.
it's just chasing.
So
it.
he's
It's a great idea.
yeah, this motherfucker is just like, what up, baby? You know what the worst part is? I rolled an 87, an 80, a 76, an 83, a 64, and a 38. 3 off of what I needed for it to awaken.
Wow.
For all the groups that are there, I rolled incredibly high, so no more of them woke up. But,
Nice.
Akshun, are you averting your eyes?
I am not gonna avert my eyes.
Okay, so I need you to make 2 separate Constitution saving throws.
Oh shit!
Oh, I did not know that's what it entailed, but okay.
You're blessed though? Does that count?
You are blessed.
Yeah.
Well, Bless won't
But
save me
you
from
can
that one,
beat
right?
that bless.
Bless will not save you from that
Yeah.
one.
So do I even need to roll the second one?
You have
Inspiration.
Technically, you have.
Oh, I do have inspiration.
Okay.
Let me roll my Bless first to see what it is.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to save you. You have to get a 12, and you got an 11.
Okay, so I'll use my inspiration and I'll succeed at this point, right? Because the lowest I could roll is a 1
Okay.
on inspiration. Okay, I'm rolling for the second Constitution.
Okay.
Damn. Big
I would
plays.
like to pick up this thing and throw. Well, actually, hold up.
I'm sorry. Can we rewind? What did you say? Inspiration just replaces the dice.
Yeah. You still have a second. You have
I
a
thought it was added. Okay, so
No.
No.
okay,
you
so let me just.
You re-rolled your first one and succeeded. Roll your second one, please.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was confused. Okay, so now I will use inspiration.
But
here.
you are
So-
blessed.
No, you're blessed.
You're blessed.
Okay, and now I will also succeed because I would.
You'll
the
succeed
lowest I could
because
roll.
it's a minimum of 1. Yes.
Correct.
So
Okay.
you have successfully not been petrified or even started being petrified.
Okay. Then I would like to use.
Wait, isn't one of those frightened of me though?
Oh yeah, this one is frightened, right? That's the one behind us.
Oh, true. But it couldn't see you.
Oh, okay.
The light, you were outside the light for a minute.
Okay. So when it
For a
runs,
second. It runs
this
in and goes,
next
oh
turn-
shit, it's that guy.
okay. Sounds
But
good.
it still can see you. That's the thing. Is it's still,
Right.
That's the whole being based off vision thing.
right.
Well, okay, so Akshun, what are you doing?
I will run, or I will stay in place and cast Daunting Roar.
Okay, it's a bonus action. Creatures of your choice within 10 feet of you. So I assume
Yeah,
it's
so just
basilisk here.
Wisdom savings throw, or they're frightened.
He's frightened
Does that
of you.
does that include me or no?
No.
My choice.
Of his choice.
All right.
Are you choosing Davron?
I'm not choosing that.
Ah, no.
But you do hear a Omega big scream, and then I'm gonna run.
Okay.
Mom turns to Sorshana.
Why are those idiots making so much noise?
Must
Okay.
be one heck of a battle.
Davron,
Yes.
are you averting your eyes?
I am averting my eyes.
Okay. Are you... That one is frightened, so... That's not frightened of you, it's frightened of Akshun.
Right.
Are you disengaging?
Does that take an action?
It's... that disengages an action for everyone but rogues.
Okay, I'm gonna use Step of the Wind again
Okay.
to
And as
disengage.
a bonus action, disengage. And then are you
Right.
dashing as an action?
No, I'm gonna use regular movement, but I'm gonna take out another tinderbox and another torch and light it and just start lighting the fire behind us as we go.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna keep the fire going as I walk away and start running down south with
I
action.
realized Bill runs like a really evil, fucked up version of Smokey the Bear.
Only you can start forest fires.
But you're averting your eyes and
Right.
lighting a torch.
Well, can I avert
and-
my eyes from the basilisks?
But I'm gonna say that if you're still running, there's a chance you're gonna smash right into a tree while you're doing all of this because you're
Okay,
very
so what do I have to do?
distracted. High or low?
Let's go high.
Okay, roll a d100 for me, please. Okay, so you're fine. You've
Nice.
successfully gotten away from the basilisks.
And I'm just torching right behind me the whole way, just
Yep.
like everything that I can. Just starting the forest fires.
And then with that, we're going to go ahead and end this episode because people have DPC and other things that they have to do today. But this is part 1 of our survival series because we have at least one more episode at this point that we probably will have to do at more. Because you guys are not out of the woods yet.
Literally.
Hey, nice.
That's the only first time I've ever been able to use that as a legit phrase. That's dope.
That's good.
And then yeah, that's where we'll leave it. And the next time we play, hopefully we'll have a little bit more warning. But probably when DPC starts, we probably won't be able to play at all, unless we get lucky for some reason.
All right.
Yeah, so we will see you guys next time. If you want to support me, you can support me on Patreon. If you want to subscribe, appreciate those of you who came to show up and to watch, everybody. And then I'm going to be uploading 16 in this episode on YouTube probably tonight. So, yeah. Everyone have a great day. Stay safe. If you're in America, don't go to capitals. Don't be that guy, please. Don't start that. Please.
True.
Let's just be peaceful. Let's just not do that, okay? I appreciate all of you and have a great day. Join the Discord. Do all sorts of do something fun today, okay? If I had to make a suggestion, do something fun today, okay? I'm going to the gym later. It's not going to be fun, but it's going to be a good time either way.
But it's gonna be good.
There we go. Maybe if I put the right command in. All right. We'll see you guys later. Let me do Patreon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.